The Scorpio season is upon us. Get sexy, get intense, get honest, go deep, scrutinize. The new moon on the 5th of November has an eyes wide open breakthrough and a mischievous anarchy Guy Fawkes would live up to. Since the full moon a fortnight ago, we've seen a military coup in Sudan weeks before a civilian election was about to take place. Melbourne emerges from months of lockdown, hopefully for the last time ever, while vaccination mandates continue to divide opinion. Our coal-loving Prime Minister has some new PR, but faces a credibility chasm from voters and the rest of the world on promises of carbon emission reductions. The last moon also saw the Pluto square, bringing about a point of no return, and now hands the project to the new moon, where Scorpio can deal with the debris and the unfinished business. Scorpio is most adept in the frozen waters of birth, death, rebirth transformations, and has the hardest shell of all the water signs, the toughest nut to crack. That's why Scorpio can love deeply, speak bluntly, and feel pain to their core. When they close the door, they don't look back. Because it's a new moon, this is Scorpio rising from the ashes in fiery rebirth. But Uranus is a major player in this moon phase, so the birthing has the flavour of emergency caesarean. Something won't wait for the perfect time, because the perfect time is now. Scorpio's sensitive waters are getting a 3-phase jolt from Uranus. The Lord of Unpredictability is 12 degrees 47 Taurus, beaming exact at the sun and moon, like a GPS. At the Libra new moon a month ago on the 6th of October, Uranus was aimed exact degrees of Mars and a bee's whisker from the sun and moon. So there's a frequency match with the conflicts and tension that bristled under the surface then. Now Uranus is head on with a blast of lightning and realization. It might feel like freedom, shock, brilliance or revolution, but it's designed to wake up and shake up any complacency. The circumstances might involve work, money, security, routines and traditions, with some scorpionic attraction, mystery and emotional connections thrown in. Although it looks like it's coming from external forces, this bolt of what was created and launched from the core of your own self-worth and sense of deserving. This kind of thing can unlock a hidden part, secret ambition, or deep desire and take you completely by surprise. You'll need to step up and open to the crazy opportunities, and there's a powerful life force feeding into courage or recklessness to leap. In tarot, it's the Death card and the Fool. And good to know, not even the Fool steps empty-handed into the void. It's all in the bag. I'll be going through the Uranus strike for all the signs later in the video. At the last moon, Mercury was joined with dwarf planet Makemake, operating as a double-barrel trickster. Random meetings, surprise connections and vital information came to light and helped make your position clearer. What was bad became good, what was good turned sour, and your mindset is like wet clay open to impressions. Now Mercury has linked exact with Haumea in Libra, close enough to Scorpio Mars to put a purposeful edge to conversations, agreements and decisions. Mercury and Haumea can change the way you think about a weighty issue, especially in relationships that have got out of balance. Mars in Scorpio can get clingy and feel resentful if its efforts and contribution are taken for granted, tending to withdraw in broody silence. But Mercury and Haumea are looking at expressing a creative new form, and if you can lift yourself out of the temptation to be snaky, you'll open to their magic plan. This is more of the rebirth story that requires some blind faith. Pluto in Capricorn is effectively blocking the path behind you, so the only way is onward and upward. Fortunately, Mercury is unique among the gods and can travel back and forth through the underworld. And this means you have a cosmic guide, dropping huge hints and signposts to pull you through the twilight. Saturn is putting pressure on Mars to work within limitations, and this could mean your plans need more work. Transgressions now could really catch up with you later. Both Saturn and Jupiter are in Aquarius, and the solution can come when you face some inner conflict around technology, community, friendships and collaborations. There's still a high chance you'll react emotionally if you feel blocked or discouraged, but there is a level of accountability that needs your attention. And this is where scrutiny comes in. Call it out. Venus is in Sag, having a party with the bandit king of the centaurs, Ixion. They are cheeky mavericks in this position, sending drinks to Mercury and Haumea and egging you on to take a risk and boldly ask for what you want. In the astro-atmosphere of this new moon, Venus and Ixion are spinning a what have you got to lose vibe, rubbing up against Saturn's accountability audit. Will you take on a rebellious gamble? Is there substance to your claim? Remember the 5th of November, Gunpowder, Treason and Plot. Was Guy Fawkes a freedom fighter or a terrorist? Finally, on the sidelines, a small but significant aspect cluster underpins this whole moon phase and its Uranus tip breakthrough wake-up call. The asteroid goddesses are speaking. Lilith and Ceres are still conjunct in Gemini, putting some quincunxy pressure on the new moon to come up with something meaningful and authentic. Quincunxes are discordant aspects that force an issue where it's hard to fit. Specifically, Lilith and Ceres are looking for equality in relationships at a fundamental level and react with full power rage, exile and weather events when the balance is off. Right now, they're being tempered by the asteroid Pallas, a strategic goddess with a cool head. She's in Pisces, where she wants justice on a universal level. She's also tapping into Scorpio's hidden treasure to get at the bottom of secrets and cover-ups. Pallas has been active all through the Australian SAS war crimes defamation case, calling to account the rules of war. The court case reopens on November 1 after a 2-month break, so this moon phase will continue to see Pallas put her stamp on the process of truth on trial. The astro setup also ties in with the Glasgow Climate Summit, and the new moon falls right in the middle of it. The effect of Uranus blasting into Scorpio's thick shell looks like resistance has nowhere to hide. Climate change is real and needs a committed, meaningful response. The square between Pallas, Ceres and Lilith calls for legislation and a global strategy. But with Mercury and Mars entertaining radical action but unable to get a direct hit, the outcomes might be disappointingly compromised. With Venus and Ixion inciting disorderly conduct at Mercury, Mars and Haumea, rebellion and splinter groups could emerge where there's dissatisfaction. Haumea creates fertile new ground from molten lava, and here she places communications, social media and local activism at the heart of her intentions. Where is Uranus flipping the tables with you? Those born in the early 60s, and if you're born from the 2nd to the 5th of the month, you'll be getting a direct hit. Aries, you're getting a wake-up call through your resources. Something's coming to an end, and you've got to face a reality before you can really open up to these opportunities. This is time for you to step up and really believe in yourself. You have all the resources you need in this transformation, but you have to dig deep. Taurus, you're facing a personal revolution regardless because Uranus has been in your sign for some time and is ploughing on for a few more years yet. For you, Uranus wants to establish who you are separate to your relationships. You're ready to rock the boat on something. And with the right spirit, your partner can come along for the ride with it. Gemini, your Uranian shake-up is coming through the unknown. Some mystical, deep, psychic part of you wants more of your attention. The effect of Uranus on Geminis could be an epiphany, a real stroke of luck, and it's likely to have an impact on your work and your daily routines. Cancerians might be struggling with their friendships. Who is your community? Who is your tribe? Your family circle might suddenly split or expand, but you're doing something that will get noticed from the group. Leos, Uranus is affecting your work, your career, your position in society, how you want to be seen, and the responsibilities you take on. You might go completely left field over this moon phase, choosing to do something really unusual and different to your normal scheme. It can put you in the spotlight for the right reasons or the wrong reasons, so keep your sense of humour. Virgos, you are looking to travel, and there might be sudden plans or invitations, an opportunity that comes up that expands your horizons or your mind. You've been living small for some time, so this moon phase opens you up to a big, broad view. Libra, you're looking at endings, beginnings, and that rebirth story really fits in with you. You're having to adjust to a change in your resources, but you have the strength to really open up to quite a different pathway. The Uranus blast also might come as a real shock because there's an ending and a beginning for you. But Uranus always wants us to create a new and better life form. By the end of the year, you'll see where that's going. Scorpio, the moon's in your sign. This is a new beginning. And your challenge comes in the way you're doing relationships. It could be that you've been called out on something, or you're just feeling confined and restricted. Something or someone outside of you knows the true depth of who you are, and there's an irresistible electricity to open up that vulnerable part of you. Your key relationships are getting an adjustment, and you're looking to shake off some of that heaviness that's been dogging you for the last few months. Sagittarius, you finding an adjustment around your daily routines and work. This bolt from the blue coming from Uranus is shaking you up to get organised. Get yourself prepared. There's a new journey opening up in this moon phase, and it might involve past skills or experience, even ancestral things coming through to give you a lifeline. Make the change. You've been hankering for it. Capricorn, Uranus is unlocking your really kooky side, and you might find yourself doing something really radical. Your creative side is being poked at this point, and you're looking for more independence and autonomy in what you're creating. It might be that a new circle of friends draws you out, or that you have to close off some of the old contacts to really be who you are. Aquarius, there's something at home that's going to give you a big shake-up. You might be buying, selling, moving, or suddenly expanding or contracting what's going on at home. For some, it might be a revelation about a family secret, or coming to terms with something around your mother and the way you feel nurtured and safe. Because the Scorpio full moon falls in your house of career and public face, there might be changes at work that affect your home life. Uranus is always urging freedom, but you might have to work with what's offered to truly get what you want. And finally, Pisces. There's something in your local area or even amongst your siblings that's quite sudden news. You've got unusual communication, unexpected announcements, and surprise visits coming up for you this new moon. Of all the signs, you're one of the ones most comfortably placed with these changes. And you've got a strong survival instinct. Just swim the way you need to swim and protect yourself a bit from any aftershocks, because you are a sensitive little fish. Scorpio is a fixed sign that holds back until the dirt is brought to the surface and flushed clean. Wherever you've been privately, deeply holding back, is getting a shot of blue steel with the new moon. Take it in your stride and take a leap. You have the resources and experience to land safely. I'm Merryl Key, and this is my mystery school. Like, follow, share and subscribe. If you'd like to know more, go to my website www.merrylkey.com. Blessed be.